And welcome back to Let's Play Gelfling Adventure, otherwise known as the Sierra's version of the Dark Crystal game. Well, it's the only version, but this is the Apple version. Must keep looking for Aruga's dome. We can head north, we can walk east, go back down the hill. Let's head north. Jen is near the edge of a scary swamp. I'd better not get stuck in the mud, he thinks. Jen hears a distant croaking sound. Now let's continue heading north. Jen has reached a place where lily pads are floating on a muddy water. On the pads, it's a creature that looks a lot like a frog. Jen wouldn't know what a frog was. The creature stares at Jen. Let's talk to the creature. It used to be nice and quiet in the swamp, it croaks. Why not get lost? I already am, Jen replies. Well, let's wade past the creature. If strange animals give us advice, we should take it. Tell us to get lost, well, let's get further lost. Jen finds himself on a dry patch of land in the middle of a swamp. There are some shiny pebbles here. When Jen touches them, he hears thunder. Could this be magic? Jen wonders. Run from the thunder, grab a handful of pebbles, stop touching the pebbles. Well, this is an adventure game, so we have an option of picking stuff up, so let's pick it up. When Jen grabs the pebbles, a loud crash of thunder echoes through the swamp. Jen has the magic pebbles. Oh, we can throw them into the swamp, but it won't let us. I'll show you. Jen might need those pebbles later if he gets into trouble. You never know. You can hang on to the pebbles. The pebbles rumble in Jen's hand as he puts them in his pocket. Let's keep wandering. It likes reusing screens, so don't be surprised if you see the screen more than once. Jen is in a swamp. He can't tell which direction is which. Things are moving close by. Jen must find his way out of the swamp. Well, we could go towards the cry of the bird, go towards the sound of a splash, or follow the animal it calls by. We are going to follow the cry of the bird. The bird's cry has led Jen deeper into the swamp. Jen is lost and afraid. Well, we could go towards the croaking sound, but that'll be back to that frog. Go where the wind sings a song and keep following the bird. Jen can't hear the bird anymore. It must have flown away. Well, we're done with the frog, so let's follow the wind. All the colors of the wind. The swamp is cold and wet. Jen can't seem to find his way out of it because they keep using the same screen. I'm sick of this mud, Jen moans. You go towards the tall grass, go towards where the water's bubbling, or scream for a while. Let's scream for a while. Hurrah! Yells Jen. He feels better, but he's still in the swamp. Oh, ow. Yippee! Jen is out of the swamp and on dry lands and climbing up a mountain. Jen is on a rocky hillside, so we can see. We can go downhill, we can walk along the ridge, or we can climb over the hill. Let's climb over the hill. And hold on just one. Okay? Jen is at the top of the hill. Never before has he been so far from home. Could Aruga's dome be somewhere ahead? We can go back down the hill, hurry north towards the mountain, and travel east. Let's hurry north towards the mountains. Aloe, for those of you who don't know, is the original creator of the Leisure Suit Larry games. So his humor definitely shows up in this. Jen can see the mountains to the north and the east. To the southwest is the Valley of Stones, and to the west is the swamp. Time is running out. Hurry north, walk to the east, travel to the west. The hurry north is definitely a hint. Loading. Look at these mushrooms. Oh, look, there's a little creature there. And plants that look like they want to eat us. He always looks like he's smiling. And they didn't bother actually coloring him all that much, but that might be just this copy of the game. Jen has wandered into a forest. There are plants here he has never seen before, because he lives in the Valley of the Stones, which, as you might guess, has stones. Jen feels he's being watched. Well, we can walk past the tree, turn right and head north, turn left and head south. We're going to walk past the tree. Yeah, I guess they didn't want him to blend in too much. I'm not sure why there's no color there. Pterodactyl, which I know are not called pterodactyls, but it's a pterodactyl. Jen is deeper in the forest. He sees no sign of either Aruga or her dome. Life was so simple before all this, Jen sighs. Yeah, probably was Jen. What should Jen do now? Keep walking forward, turn around and go back, or wait for a message? Well, let's see if we get a message. A voice from behind Jen says, "Those who go back hardly ever go forward." Well, we should take the disembodied voice advice. Keep walking forward. And he's up a tree. Alone and lost in the woods, Jen wishes there was another Gelfling in the world to keep him company. Foreshadowing. And of course, if you've seen the movie, you know. If you have not seen the movie, once again, stop watching, go watch the movie. Jen is ready to cry. Jump down from the tree, shout, "Is anyone there?" or look up at the 3 suns. Let's shout some. A flower answers, "I'm here, but I'm no Gelfling. Sorry." Well, let's look up at the 3 suns. Jen looks up and sees a bat flying in the sky. It's carrying a piece of crystal in its claws. Now, when I first played through this, I thought that meant I had lost. But there are thick vines ahead. You do not want to look at the bat, because no one will see us, and you don't want to turn south. You want to walk between the vines. There are thick... As Jen tries to walk past the vines hanging down from the trees, they come to life and grab him. He looks down and sees an eye held by a hand. Yeah, that hand's actually attached to something. That's supposed to be an eye. Not a marshmallow on fire. The vines are holding Jen tightly. We can swim on the vines to get free, bite the vines, but we want to stay very still. Scene change. An old woman with a wrinkled face stands in front of Jen, holding an eye in her hand. She orders the vines to let Jen go. "Oh, this is Aruga." "I am Aruga. What do you want?" We can answer the question, ask her about the eye, stay very quiet. Well, let's be polite and answer the question. "I need a crystal shard," Jen says. "A shard?" asks Aruga. "I have many. The question is, which is the right one?" That is the question. Jen watches as Aruga walks away. Do we follow her? Do we wait for her to come back? Well, let's use our common sense. We're going to follow her. And we're waiting, waiting. Yeah, it's a bit of a waiting game. It takes a while for stuff to load. And it loads, and it loads. I'm sure this was state-of-the-art at some point. Probably was, actually. Kind of cool. Jen follows Aruga to a table in her dome. Sorry, I keep playing with the mouse. On it are 3 crystal shards. "One of these can heal the dark crystal," says Aruga. We are going to ignore that. We're ignoring that. It was not supposed to pop up. "Pick a shard, any shard," Aruga says. "No money. Double your money. No whammies. Yeah, sorry. You choose a crystal shard. Let's ask her for advice. Aruba does not answer. Instead, she hums a strange tune. Well, that's a hint. Play the flute for a while. Cut once again, cover your ears. Jen plays the song that Arusa taught him. The blue crystal shard begins to glow with an eerie light. Pick a shard, any shard, Aruba says. Well, we know what shard we want, so let's pick our shard and then end the video, because we are almost out of time. Actually, we'll pick a shard next time. Well, see you guys then.